So wait,
but everybody else I'd be cool
when
with.
did Lil Reese steal your bike?
When we was kids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I
Grim
say
Reaper. You're lucky he just took your bike.
Hey, shout out Reese Money though for sure.
Oh, so you're cool now?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did a great interview.
You never found out what happened to the bike or anything?
Lord knows.
That's crazy. Because I knew a lot of people stealing bikes back in the day in New York, and I never really thought about those people overlapping with the ones doing the drilling.
Man, our Chicago childhood was real life crazy, and it's still crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just, that's regular stuff that go on. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the hood, literally.
Yeah, but stealing a bike is grimy.
It happens.
I rode bikes every day for 20 years. I never got my bike stolen. And
Really?
Then I stopped riding, and I got 3 bikes stolen since then.
Back then we didn't have, the chains and stuff to wrap it around. You know what I mean? We'll just park it and hope don't nobody, or you'll try to hide it. You know what I'm saying? So in the projects, you're probably trying to hide it underneath the stairwell or something. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Do your homework on Young Adam 22, taking his bike, going to the movies with the homies, and then taking our bikes and just leaving them really deep in the woods where nobody would find them, and then going to get your bikes after the movie was done. Then you don't need a lock.
True.
You just put them in such a remote location that nobody's going to be able to find them.
Do your homework on Adam parking his bike in the woods.
In the woods. And sometimes putting leaves over it.
Hey, J Mane got a crazy lingo, don't he?
He's hilarious.
Crazy.
You know a lot of guys like him in Chicago, or is he one of a kind?
Chicago got some characters.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'll be trying to do with my platform. It's kind of like, show the world these characters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
J Mane is one of a kind, but he's also one of many, if you know what I'm trying to say. Not taking anything away from him.
Right.
He's one of a kind, but he's definitely one of many.
I feel like a lot of people in Chicago probably could have some type of humor like the way he is. He just had to let go of his gangster ass shit at a certain point and just be silly, be funny, be ridiculous.
And that's why I like J Mane, because I could tell he damn near sat down and learned him something like, yo, I'm finna, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, this content that we create, it is, for entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? So, we do have a job to do in entertaining these folks that's watching, and I think J Mane does a real good job at that.
It's crazy because it hit different is such common slang. People say that all the time. But
it do hit different.
But yeah.
Because you said it does hit different.
But something about the way...
That's what a white boy will say. It does hit different.
It does hit different when my stock options come through, yeah. No, but I don't know. There's something... He just says the same thing over and over, and it just kind of works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's definitely... He's got the world enraptured right now. Because he be doing shit on his own channel, getting 100,000 views, talking to Tay Savage and shit.
It's been going up.
That's pretty legit.
But y'all got him turned. You and Sean, y'all definitely got him turned. You feel?
Sean be working him to the bone.
Y'all both got him turned. But shout out.
Get done one interview, start another one right back up. But he got him a crib too, so.
I like it, man.
It's
I'm all for it.
When you make J Mane no longer homeless.
Congrats, for sure.
What was your craziest interview? Your craziest interviews, perhaps? Anything really insane that stands out to you from the couch?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, both Charleston White interviews were crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, but the FBG Buddy and Titan B from Pepsi was a crazy interview too. But when you ask crazy though, what in terms of what? Because I done had a lot of interviews.
Stands out to you the most, and just the moments where you were just sitting there, just kind of jaw dropped, just like, holy fuck, I can't believe I'm recording this right now.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say it was the Charles White one, the one when he came to Chicago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you asked me earlier if I paid for it. Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying? So I like to say I invested. You see what I'm saying? And
especially when you're early in your career, because we didn't even know about paying for interviews when I was starting. It wasn't even in the conversation.
Right.
But looking at it now, it is definitely a way for you to, and you just can't be surprised because the talent knows that they have value. They know that they're helping the person out, so it makes sense. You know.
Yeah, it was definitely a great investment. But yeah, it was just the energy in the room, because they was definitely scared. You know what I'm saying? But they was happy at the same time. They was excited. We just tried to make him feel comfortable because he pulled up deep. Man, I had to pay for it was 6 or 7 flights.
Really?
Yeah. They pulled up deep.
Who'd he come through with? A bunch of other inbred Texas
it was him and 2 security guards.
Okay.
And then he had his lady manager and her homegirl, then another homegirl. So yeah, it was, and then Dewberry. Yup, it was 7 of them.
Damn.
Yup.
That's crazy. That's the same. I'm surprised to hear he needed security to get on the flight because he was apparently rolling around at Rolling Loud in Miami, pepper spraying Soulja Boy, which, you know, if you have security with you, you probably don't have to be the one squeezing the trigger on the pepper spray, right?
Man, dude is crazy. Dude is crazy. But yeah, that was my craziest one though, bro.
Right.
But I tell you this though, man, bro, it do be crazy though. I tell y'all, it do be crazy. Like interviewing the guys I be interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it, you know, it could get like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
At any given moment. You know? So
yeah.
it be intense. Sometimes like I've had intense. I'm trying to think of one that was like intense. I ain't gonna lie, I done had some intense ones. I think when I first interviewed Wooski, it was a little intense in there. You feel me? That's
what was the intense part with Wooski though?
You know, he don't say much anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wooski don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it kind of be like, what do I ask? You know what I'm saying? Like, folks look like he don't want to say shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I always thought it would be sick as fuck to interview Wooski, and then I saw Truth Teller do it, but the audio was so bad I couldn't hear what he was saying. And then I seen you do it, and I seen Cam Capone do it. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to.
I ended up interviewing his girlfriend, and that one was decent.
That one was better.
Yeah.
I mean, that is pretty fascinating. It's got to take a real special woman to love Wooski.
Yeah, she love him.
It's different when you love Wooski.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like I be at the gym, right? And it's this guy, cause like I ain't gonna lie, with me living in Chicago, like I run into people that watch DJU TV damn near every day. Every day for sure, 2-3 times out the day. So it was like it's this one guy, he gonna love when he see this, like, cause he be at the gym and he like, man, bro, if you can get a real good Wooski interview, bro, I really appreciate it. And he a guy from New York. He's not no. If you look at him, you would not think that he's interested in Chicago street shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when he be telling me certain shit, I'll be like, damn, you know? And I was like, you know what? Wooski don't want to talk. I'd rather just do one with his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She has a vibrant personality, you know? And, you know, so I be having like ideas like that when I be doing my interviews. I don't be trying to like chase no beef. I don't be trying to chase no controversy. I just try to like provide good content. I like to laugh, crack jokes. I'm the troll king in Chicago. I talk shit about you right to your face. That's why I say I'd rather interview you and do that on my platform than be trolling you on your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything, you know?
No,
But like, yeah, this shit that I'm doing though in Chicago, this shit is like legendary. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally creating history right now. Chicago ain't never seen no shit like this before.
No, it's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Because one thing that people used to always say about like Ack and maybe me to a certain extent is like, oh, Ack, like how could you be the guy who's doing all this content about what's going on in Chicago when you are from fucking Jamaica and you live in Jersey?
Right.
You know, that would always be an argument. Is like you don't have the right to be the voice of the culture when you don't really got nothing to do with it. And now it's always interesting to me to see that there actually are people starting their own independent movements out of Chicago and really bothering to have these conversations with people and stuff. And even people like Trenches News or Truth Teller who are building brands for themselves off of just being somebody who really is in that shit. And people got stories about seeing him hanging out in the neighborhoods and like, oh, he's like this, he's like this, which is, you know, I consider myself a pretty good interviewer, but I'm not going to be able to have the level of detail as somebody who really grew up around the shit.
And to be relatable, you know what I'm saying? That part, you know? Because like I said, when I started doing interviews, I was in the A. I can't relate to Atlanta street life the way I can relate to Chicago street life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, that plays a part.
Yeah, definitely.